You assume women are weaker and refuse to fight your hardest. By not striking the finishing blow, you might not lose, but you will never win. Hello and welcome to One Piece 101, the series that breaks down everyone and everything in the One Piece world. Today, we're taking a look at the ever-lovable Marine Tashigi. Tashigi is a Marine officer who was first introduced in the series when the Straw Hats arrived at Logtown. Her broad characteristics can be pretty much summarized with two features. Firstly, she is super clumsy, much to the annoyance of her superior officer, Smoker. And secondly, she is absolutely obsessed with swords. In fact, most of the information we have about swords in the One Piece world comes directly from Tashigi's mouth. Her encyclopedic knowledge allows her to identify all higher-level blades by name and origin upon sight. Although her interest in swords isn't purely academic, and she is an exceptionally skilled swordswoman in her own right. With those two traits, her goal in life is to remove all Meito-grade swords, which are the world's highest quality blades separated into varying subgrades, from the hands of those who would use them for selfish purposes, meaning mostly pirates. Tashigi maintains all the traits of a true swordsman in the One Piece world, including being incredibly brave, reckless, and having a preference to face death rather than to be shamefully defeated. However, as a swordswoman, she is generally treated as an inferior combatant and often takes personal offense as a result. Now, Tashigi just so happens to bear a striking resemblance to Zoro's deceased friend Kuina, a young girl whose dream was to become the world's greatest swordsman. This resemblance was so uncanny that Zoro accidentally broke her glasses when they first met in Logtown. The two would later run into each other again in the local sword shop, with Tashigi witnessing Zoro challenging the cursed blade, which, by the way, she identified instantly, along with Zoro's trademark Wado Ichimonji. As a result of this, she viewed Zoro as an exceptional swordsman. That is until, well, she found out he was a pirate. As it turned out, Tashigi happened to be a Master Chief Petty Officer who was stationed in the city and vowed to take Zoro's Wado Ichimonji from him, believing that such a blade was in the wrong hands. The two fought briefly, with Zoro proving victorious. After that, Tashigi set out with Smoker to pursue the Straw Hats through the Grand Line. After a brief encounter with the Straw Hats in Nanohana on the island of Alabasta, Tashigi was ordered by Smoker to go to the capital city of Alabana and follow her own sense of justice. And doing just that, she decided to assist the Straw Hat Pirates in searching for a bomb planted by Warlord of the Sea, Sir Crocodile. She also briefly confronted a then antagonistic Nico Robin, who swiftly defeated her. Furthermore, as the only ranking Marine officer present at the Battle of Alabana, it fell to Tashigi to arrest Sir Crocodile after his defeat and revoke his warlord status. She would also come across the entirety of the Straw Hat Pirates unconscious in the middle of the street, resting after their hard-fought battle. She reluctantly ordered her subordinates not to arrest the pirates in recognition of what they had done for the nation of Alabasta, although she did report her failure to apprehend them and took full blame for being too weak to do nothing but support the pirates. Following these events, both Tashigi and her superior officer Smoker received promotions from the world government, and Tashigi's next few appearances in the series would be brief in nature. She was seen reacting to the Straw Hats' new bounties after the Enies Lobby incident, and attempted to relay the news to Smoker. Unfortunately, she wasn't wearing her glasses at the time, and instead directed her words at a random Marine. She was also present throughout the Paramount War, although she didn't engage in any major conflict that we know of. During the time skip, Tashigi attained the rank of captain and was transferred with Smoker to the G5 base stationed in the New World. She then made a brief appearance during the Fishman Island arc before she and Smoker pursued the Straw Hats to Punk Hazard. Here, her body was swapped with Smoker's thanks to the Devil Fruit powers of Trafalgar Law. To Smoker's great annoyance, Tashigi had a lot of difficulty in his body and struggled to use his Devil Fruit powers efficiently. She was returned to her own body after forming an informal truce with the Straw Hat Pirates and Trafalgar Law to combat the greater enemies, being the scientist Caesar Clown and a double agent within the Marines, Vice Admiral Virgo. Tashigi's primary duty in this assault was to rescue the children being experimented on by Caesar. However, she also came into confrontation with Monet and fought her alongside Zoro. After the events of that arc, the last we've seen of Tashigi is her reaction to the new Straw Hats bounties following the defeat of Doflamingo. Some more fun facts about Tashigi. Tashigi was the first living female Marine to be introduced in the series. As a sword enthusiast, Tashigi owns 3 of the world's most prominent blades. She possesses a basic grade sword called Shigure, as well as 2 of the 50 skillful grade swords named Kashu and Yama Oroshi. Tashigi is capable of using Soru, one of the Rokushiki techniques, which she demonstrated in her fight against Monet on Punk Hazard. And in that exact same fight, it was also revealed that Tashigi is capable of using Armament Haki. Tashigi's name comes from a flightless bird, which is a reflection of her character, being a swordswoman unrecognized by other sword wielders. In regards to this, Oda has stated that just because a bird cannot fly, it does not mean it never will. Furthermore, Zoro's childhood friend Kuina, who Tashigi resembles very closely, is also named after a flightless bird. And finally, a truly useless fact, Tashigi's natural vision is so bad that at one point she berated a ship's mast, mistaking it for 2 of her subordinates. And that about does it for the wonderful Tashigi. If you enjoyed this video, then please feel free to like, favorite, or subscribe. Comment with who, what, or where you'd like to see featured in the next One Piece 101.